Don't let them take no more of our freedoms from us every day. They want to come into our homes and take our guns and faith away. Oh, they're insane. Oh, they keep pushing their lies on us every way. If you come for my family, then there's gonna be hell to pay. These colors don't run, and neither do I. We come from a long line of fighting this fight. This flag's gonna fly when it's all said and done. These colors don't run. No, these colors don't run. These colors don't run.
Ticking time bomb, stop, drop, roll. Finger on the button, who's got control? Weaponize the news every time I scroll. Come for my guns, but I lock and load. Prime from my hands when I go cold. Pray to the Lord, but they want your soul. They gonna have problems if they come to my home. Till they get my message, I'ma say it slow. Scrolling through the news, anxiety, it starts to hit me. Bible by my pistol by my whiskey. Politicking just to trick me. If you want it, come and get me. But if you sliding through that door, it's a Sammy. Fight for the stripes, but the blood still dripping. To the grave, all waving and the flag still whipping. They want my liberty, they won't strip it. They want my land, they won't get it. My grandfather's blue collar's dirty and frayed, cause he keeps rolling in his grave for what they did to this place.
These colors don't run, and neither do I. We come from a long line of fighting this fight. This flag's gonna fly when it's all said and done. These colors don't run. No, these colors don't run. These colors don't run.
Hey everyone, good to see each and every one of you. Good to see you, Darlene, Tracy, baby brother Chris, Priscilla, hey. And over on Rumble we got Jay Keats and Susan. Hey y'all too, love ya. So it got a little too hot for me down this way. It got like 87 today, close to 88. Some places probably did. I was like, Lord, no, take it easy. Don't be freezing me one day and burning me up the next day. It takes me a while to get used to something. Oh, Christopher. Nobody wants my Mountain Dew and candy. Remember last night? Everybody eats healthy except for me. I'm the one who doesn't eat healthy. So, nobody wants my candy or Mountain Dew other than maybe D. He likes Mountain Dew. Oh, Tracy. Yeah, she's kind of nervous because y'all know how she don't like big crowds. But she's so excited for Sunday. Rumble. I don't know if y'all are on band, but I posted Saturday night I'm going to be doing a Gators night, and Gator Girl is going to be doing my Sunday because Sky got my daughter, Sky. She got tickets to see Brandon Lake in Charlotte. So that's what we're going to do Sunday. My nephew bought her some tickets to go see him for her birthday and Christmas since they're so close together. So nobody gets confused, because I'm very confusing. I can confuse you. So just pray. She's a little nervous. Like I said, she don't like to be around many people, and especially people she doesn't know. She gets scared. She runs and hides, and that wouldn't be too good at the concert if she took off. And so just pray that she's got this. I've got this. God's got this. But, and it's in Charlotte. That's my problem, where it's located. Charlotte is like Sin City. It's like going into a battlefield with all the leftists. So, but we got this with God's help. God's got it. He wouldn't have made it work out the way he did if he didn't want Sky to go. So, and we're on the floor. So we're like, I can't. Danny's got the electronic tickets. I'm not for sure if it's the third or fourth row back from the stage. So we're gonna be pretty close to him. So maybe he'll grab her up. She would have a heart attack. Mercy. You too, Susan. I don't know where she got that from, because I've always been wide open going. I mean, even in school, I was like the class clown. I would joke around and pick around, and I don't know. My mom, I mean, she was kind of quiet, but when she spoke, you listened. She had something important to say. Yeah. I don't like big crowds, but I can deal with them. Sky, y'all know on YouTube family that she has panic attacks if she gets crowded up. She starts having a panic attack. But she's willing to try, and I'm willing to take her. And like I said, it was a birthday gift to her and Christmas. So Yo's little Sky might become a star. But she's excited, like I said. She's just a little nervous, but it's all good. It's all good. I just got to keep my head cool, because y'all know how I dislike big cities. I'm from the country, and I do not like big cities. Chris, Darlene's going to get you if you don't stop, boy. You just wait. Okay, I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody that's in these storms are doing well. I'm praying for each and every one of y'all that are affected by the storms. And I know God's protecting y'all. You ain't scared, Chris? You better be scared, because your mama's right there beside you. And me and Darlene could get there in a few hours. No, I know, because I don't fly. So we'd have to drive there. Texas is quite a be at a distance. It may take me a few hours. Oh, Chris. One day, Chris, them storytelling is going to get you in trouble. Oh, bring it on. Okay. See, I'm trying to be good here. And Chris, you're trying to make me not be good. Priscilla, take care of Chris for me. I'll let my redneck sister take care of you. she'll take care of you. Thank you, Priscilla. Love you. Okay, now. Oh, I got some news. Some news. Let me see. I guess y'all know by now that I say goodbye, Scumwell. These people in Congress, I say get rid of all of it. We the people run our own business. We all take care of our own self. Here's about Scumwell. Yeah, I named him Scumwell because new scum, and then this is Scumwell. So here we go with this one.
So Congressman Eric Swalwell announcing he's resigning from the House ahead of a possible expulsion vote.
The Democrats' decision to step down follows 4 allegations of sexual misconduct. And then later today, one of those women is expected to speak out in a presser.
All right. Alex Hogan all over this. She's live in Washington. Hey, Alex.
Hey, good morning. So the House is back in session with a dramatic first day. One congressman announcing that he is resigning, another announcing plans to retire. So Congressman Eric Swalwell walking away from the job just the day before the 45-year-old withdrew his hat from the California governor's race as one of the leading Democrats. Swalwell shared this message online, writing, "I'm deeply sorry to my family, staff, and constituents for mistakes and judgment I've made in my past. I will fight the serious false allegations made against me. However, I must take responsibility and ownership for the mistakes I did make. It's also wrong for my constituents to have me distracted from my duties. Therefore, I plan to resign my seat in Congress." Swalwell faces allegations of sexual assault and sexual misconduct from several women, including a former staffer. And the House Ethics Committee announced it is launching an investigation.
People who are in positions of power and authority over others need to be held accountable when they take advantage of that position. And frankly, I'm glad that he'll be gone. What surprises me is how these guys keep doing this over and over. He's not the first, and he probably won't be the last.
He has serious criminal problems on his hand, and I do think that he might end up in jail. Not only did I receive forensic reporting showing that, that infamous video of him in the hotel room was indeed him. It was not AI generated. But I'm also being told that, more stuff is going to be dropping in the next 24 hours. And then also potentially the individual that recorded that video in that hotel room, Jesse, was a female and she was underage.
And amid bipartisan demands that he step down, Congressman Tony Gonzalez says he'll leave Congress early. The third-term Republican lawmaker is accused of having a coercive sexual relationship with a staff member who later killed herself. The House Ethics Committee formally launched an investigation into Gonzalez last month. And Gonzalez shared this online, saying there is a season for everything and God has a plan for us all. When Congress returns tomorrow, meaning today, I will file my retirement from office. It said it has been my privilege to serve the great people of Texas. So it's not officially clear yet when Gonzalez or Swalwell will officially leave Congress,
that's not right.
despite making
he gets to
these
resign,
announcements just yesterday.
Retire.
Wow, that moved quick. Alex, thanks so much. I think it's because one of the reasons is it's just not one person.
Yeah, there's 4.
And there's more.
There's 4, and there's pictures, and I'm sure, and there's stuff that made him say this is going to get worse if I stick around.
Well, Congresswoman Anna Paulina Luna, who was the one who was calling for him to step down from Congress, he actually ended up doing that, and so did Tony Gonzalez, because they were going to be expelled as early as probably this week, most likely. But she said he might end up in jail because there are claims that there's this
Good.
underage girl,
Lock 'em
might be
all
this
up.
underage girl who was videotaping him in a hotel room, I believe with another woman. And the young girl who was videotaping, she says, might have been underage. So there is going to be an investigation, an ethics investigation, and a criminal investigation.
Well, that's definitely going to be a criminal
That's right,
investigation. And then
Susan.
you layer on that, well, the alleged minor is
You said it
statutory.
very
But then you
well.
have people that couldn't consent because they're saying that they were drunk. And so that's the thing. Now he's saying, look, I'm basically confessing to the ones that I feel like were consensual relationship. That's why I'm resigning. I cheated on my wife. I dishonored my family, dishonored the office. But I'm not going to confess to the legal charges of that I raped someone. So he said he's going to fight those charges.
Oh, that Tony, he needs to be held accountable too. He don't get no pass. That's what's wrong with our Congress. They get away with everything. Okay. And then we got this. Scumwell's own words is going to come and bite him. So let's listen to this little bit of bull crap he spewed.
Is what he's experiencing right now. He was aggressively going after every Republican possible. The only reason you know his name is because he stapled himself to Donald Trump, the Kavanaugh situation, and so much more. That's how he, just like Gavin Newsom, got notoriety. They wanted to be the guy who talked about the Russia collusion, all the so-called controversies with Trump. And that's how he raised his profile. Nobody knew him in California. They didn't know him in his district. He never held statewide office, but yet all the powers in the Democratic Party were pushing him to be the next governor. Remember Eric Swalwell when he said this?
For Brett Kavanaugh's sake, if he is innocent, I hope tomorrow he opens his statement and says, you know what, bring in all the victims.
It's really focus on like serious, violent, sexual. Those three. If you like throw the book at those three.
Don't wear masks in our community. You're terrorizing women. Real men don't terrorize women.
There's one group who has always known the danger of Donald Trump,
What a real
and
man
that's
is.
women. As somebody who has spent my time in Congress working to stand up for the rights of victims, about sexual assault victims who deserve justice. Former prosecutor and a dad of a little girl, and you, that we have to do everything to stand with sexual assault victims.
This is the most damning part of all of this, is that with Swalwell, obviously, we believe that innocent until proven guilty, there's a legal process to go through. But he doesn't believe that. His words for past allegations against other people, he had a certain standard. And it's going to be very hard to escape the words that he used for others for his situation.
So you got Congresswoman Sheila
That's true,
McCormick, who
Priscilla.
looks like she's going to be heading towards the exit now for
Gonna bite
ethics
'em big
violations when it
time.
comes to COVID-19 funds to the tune of $5 million. They're going to look to toss her out. Then you got Congressman Gonzalez
there's
over in
another one
Texas.
stealing.
They'll look like he has said, I'm out. So
What's going to happen to that seat?
Right. Well, they're going to have a special election even before the election in November.
There was already a runoff that was going on in Texas. He withdrew from the runoff already and said that he wasn't going to seek re-election. So this was already, he was already going to retire. Now he's moving up the retirement because
Yep,
this
that's
Swalwell
true,
controversy.
It's just a tough,
I'm gonna
that's a
see
tough
if I
area,
can
right? It's
find
San
that
Antonio. It
song.
represents South
Yeah.
Texas, yeah.
Right on the border.
Well, Swalwell has a wife and he has 3 children. Devastating.
See, how can you hurt them little children? I would never hurt Sky. Never, 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 never. He's low down. He's just like Newsom. Both of them. Well, they're both from California. And that Tony. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. And then I seen this. Last night, I believe Gator Girl mentioned this, or Bitbot. I'm not for sure which one. They may both did. Yeah, that's what they got. It's a black heart. But here's on Savannah, the speaking out. That was the reporter for TPUSA. So here's her speaking out what happened to her in Minnesota.
Investigation. Here exclusively to tell her story, Savannah Hernandez, TPUSA Frontlines reporter. Savannah, I was very worried about you when I saw this video. It's very scary. I was standing exactly where you were standing back in January, and these people are crazy. Why did it escalate so quickly?
Well, let's make no mistake, Laura. This escalated because they found out that I work for Turning Point USA. This isn't the first time that I have been confronted and assaulted at this point for journalism on the streets of the United States of America. But since Charlie Kirk's assassination, this is now the third time that people have come up to me after I have not been interviewing, not been engaging, but simply being on the street and filming a protest, figured out I work for Turning Point USA, and have made a point to confront me, to threaten me, to harass me, and now brutally assault me to prove a point. So that's why this escalated, Laura. I wasn't interviewing anybody. I wasn't engaging with anybody. I was, and I apologize. This is the first time I'm talking about this assault, and I'm scared to report, Laura. This is my job. It's what I've been doing for the last 6 years. And I'm terrified to do my job. I can't even interview people properly on the street because I got brutally assaulted and pushed to the ground by a 250-pound man for simply going and reporting on anti-ICE activities. I made a point not to engage, Laura, because I know the left wing is violent. They assassinated Charlie Kirk last year, and now they're coming for each and every single Turning Point USA employee because they know they can get away with it because the local jurisdictions aren't going to charge them. Now, luckily, the sheriffs are planning on bringing forward charges. I hope. I did tell them I wanted to press charges. This has been elevated to both the DOJ and the DHS. They are opening an investigation as well. But I'm horrified, Laura. I'm horrified.
Well, this is the United States of America. You were just standing there. And I know exactly how you feel because they surrounded me the same exact way. And they start screaming in your ear. And, you know, you stuck around there a little longer than I did. I got in my car because I didn't want to deal with this. But this is their MO. They don't want anyone there because they don't want anyone knowing the truth about how many of them are paid, how this is organized, who's funding it, and what they are really all about. They don't want anyone to know. If they were proud of their movement, they'd be like, welcome, you know, we'll be happy to talk to you. But they don't want that.
Absolutely, Laura. And this attack was so horrific that you now have the radical left-wing streamers and left-wing activists coming out and denouncing this attack, saying, oh, we shouldn't touch women. That's probably a bridge too far. But again, you know, I was targeted because I work for Turning Point USA, because I'm a brown woman who thinks the wrong thing, because I am a Christian. They were mocking me for my religion. They were mocking me for my political views. They, like I said, they told me that I had no right to be on a public street, and they made sure to run me out and brutally assault me multiple times as I was trying to leave. So that's the United States of America in 2026. And my main question is, how was this allowed to happen in President Trump's America? So,
well, it should, Laura, the Hennepin County Sheriff's Office better do its job here, because if there was a message from on high, this will not be tolerated, then it wouldn't have been tolerated. And the feeling here is that it's okay to do this. And that's the problem. Let's bring in Tom Homan, who is a border czar, who's going to join this conversation. We're going to have him separate segment. But, Tom, this is insane. I saw it firsthand when I was in Minneapolis. These people are terrifying to young women. She's 5'4", and she's lucky she wasn't hurt worse.
And look, you know, and my heart goes out, and this shouldn't happen in the United States. But you know what feeds all this? Mayors and governors and members of Congress who want to vilify Republicans. They want to vilify President Trump. They want to vilify Turning Point USA because they have conservative beliefs. I mean, they attack journalists. Well, they also attack sworn law enforcement officers. We're living in a country now where an ICE officer gets attacked daily. These protests, these attacks not only happen where Sarah was, it also happened in Los Angeles, Portland, Chicago. It's an ongoing dilemma, and that's why I'm grateful the FBI is stepping in. DOJ is going to seek prosecution on this, because at this point, I don't trust any local jury in a sanctuary jurisdiction. I'd much rather see the feds pick it up and charge it with a federal crime, because the sentence is going to be a lot more stringent and it sends a strong message. But we cannot give up on this. We got to keep prosecuting these people. 18 U.S.C. 111, interference, assault, record high number of prosecutions. We got to continue down that path and hold these people accountable. We cannot accept this as a norm in the United States of America.
We can't and we won't accept it. I feel sorry for her. The left has lost their ever-loving mind. Hey, Bitbite, good to see ya. Love ya. Hey, D, good to see ya. Hope you're doing well. Praying for you, Goldie, and your dad. We got only 2 minutes, so I'm gonna go over the prayer list real fast. I mean, go over it, because the other one is, I got like one more clip that's kind of important. I think we need to hear, but it's going to run me over, so I'm going to play it right after we get done with the national anthem and everything. So, let me, okay. If y'all would, say a prayer for Betty, Steve, and Aaron. Aaron's Betty's son, and Betty's brother-in-law too. Remember D, he's having surgery on the 30th, and Goldie, it seems like, is going to have surgery too. So keep her in your prayers, and I'm sure D will let us know when that is. And D's dad, keep him in your prayers for continuing healing. Remember T, Darlene, Bonnie, both of our Cindys. Keep them in your prayers for health and family health. Keep Santa, Jared, and Julius in your prayers for healing of the heart and healing of the body. Keep Chris and Carrie in your prayers for complete healing. And Gator Girl for her place to be open sooner. And Tina B. And for my dad, if you wouldn't mind. 3, 2, 1. USA, 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 USA. Well, looky there. Hey, Shelly, good to see ya. Shelly's on Rumble, everyone. Miss you, Shelly. Hope you're doing good. Okay, now for our soldiers, our heroes that lost their lives, that gave the ultimate sacrifice for us. Rest in peace, and thank you for your service.
And memories, photographs and the rosary. She hangs her head as the choir sings, and she cries, and she cries, and she cries, and she cries. 'Cause her family was waiting at home and was praying for him to survive. That folded flag that she now owns, she holds it close tonight. Shots ring out, another angel cries. Open up the gates when he arrives. As he fell to the ground, there was no fear in his eyes. They'll bury him before they bury his bride.
Yeah, this is for my people that are.
Oh, Shelly, thank you. Doing good. Like everyone, hanging in there, trusting and believing in God. Hey, Party Bonza, over on YouTube. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. And now for the loss that has been stolen by the illegals that the Democrats let in. I'm blaming every one of them. And the rhinos. Yep, throw them in there too. These people in Congress is ridiculous. Here we go.
Tell me, what does it look like in heaven? Is it peaceful? Is it free like they say? Does the sun shine bright forever? Have your fears and your pain gone away? 'Cause here on earth it
Rest in peace, angels. Praying for your families, that God comforts them. And now we'll do the last little news clip I got. It's the headline news that I didn't get to go over, but it gives you just a little bit. I got some other clips that I'll show you tomorrow on what this is saying. So I'll let you listen to this while I get the Book of Ruth, the little video of it up, and then we'll do the trivia. So here we go.
Good evening, I'm Bill Malugin, and this is your Fox News report. The war with Iran is, quote, very close to over. That's what President Trump told Fox Business. The U.S. blockade of Iranian ports in the Strait of Hormuz continues. No ships have passed during the first 48 hours. The Pentagon now reporting nearly 400 U.S. service members have been injured since the start of Operation Epic Fury. A Chinese researcher is sentenced to 4 months in prison after being busted for smuggling E. coli into the U.S. Prosecutors say he received a package falsely labeled as women's underwear from a Chinese science company back in 2024. He pled guilty and will be deported after his sentence. An Oklahoma high school principal risks his life to stop a gunman. Video shows a former student armed and walking into the school before trying to open fire, but that attack was foiled when Kirk Moore tackled him. Moore was shot, but is expected to be okay. A massive crash on a Colorado highway, leaving 19 people injured. Authorities say about 70 vehicles were involved amidst snowy conditions Tuesday. One person suffered serious injuries. And a large chunk of ice falling from the sky and crashing into a California house. Thankfully, nobody was hurt. The homeowner says ice could be from the plane passing overhead in Whittier. The FAA now investigating. And remember, it's tax day. If you still need to file, you have until midnight, or you can always request an extension. In Washington, I'm Bill Malugin. Have a great night.
So that was interesting. Ice falling from the sky, big old chunk in California. Makes you go, But I do love that the principal stepped in and stopped what was about to happen there. That was God's intervention there, giving them the wisdom to tackle them. Okay. And China just keeps on trying. They keep on trying. They're going to find out. Sending stuff to harm us over here. They better straighten up. Okay. Hey, Party Bonza over on Rumble now. He's jumping. He's like Tracy. He jumps back and forth. Okay. Here we go with the little video of Ruth. And then like I said, then we'll start trivia. So here we go.
The Book of Ruth. It's a brilliant work of theological art, and it invites us to reflect on the question of how God is involved in the day-to-day joys and hardships of our lives. There are three main characters in the book: Naomi, the widow, Ruth, the Moabite, and Boaz, the Israelite farmer. And their story is told in 4 chapters that are beautifully designed. Let's just dive in and see how this all unfolds. Chapter 1 opens with this line, "In the days when the judges ruled." And it reminds us of the very dark and difficult days from the book of Judges. And here we meet an Israelite family in Bethlehem, struggling to survive through a famine. And so in search of food, they move on to the land of Moab, Israel's ancient enemy. And there the father of the family dies, and the sons marry 2 Moabite women, Ruth and Orpah. And then the sons, they die too. And so they leave only Naomi and these new daughters-in-law. And so Naomi, she has no reason to stay anymore. And so she tells her new daughters-in-law that she's moving back home. And Naomi, she knows that the life of an unmarried foreign widow in Israel is going to be very hard. And so she compels the women to stay behind. Orpah agrees, But Ruth does not. She shows remarkable loyalty to Naomi, and she says, wherever you go, I'm going to go. Your people will become my people, and your God will become my God. And so the two of them return to Israel together. And the chapter concludes with Naomi changing her name to Mara, which means bitter in Hebrew, and she laments her tragic fate. Chapter 2 begins with Naomi and Ruth discussing where they're going to find food. And it just so happens to be the beginning of the barley harvest. And so Ruth goes out to look for food, and it just so happens that she ends up picking grain in the field of a man named Boaz, who just so happens to be Naomi's relative. We're told that Boaz is a man of noble character, and he notices Ruth. And so after finding out more about her story, he shows remarkable generosity to her. He makes these special provisions so that the immigrant Ruth can gather grain in his field. And in doing so, Boaz is actually obeying an explicit command of the Torah to show generosity to the immigrant and the poor. Boaz is so impressed by Ruth's loyalty to Naomi. He prays for her that God will reward her for her boldness. So Ruth comes home that day, and Naomi finds out that she met Boaz, and she is thrilled. She says Boaz is their family redeemer. Now, this family redeemer thing, this was a cultural practice in Israel where if a man in the family died and he left behind a wife or children or land, it was the family redeemer's responsibility to marry that widow, to take up the land and protect that family. So Naomi, she begins to hope that perhaps there might still be a future for her family. Chapter 3 begins with Naomi and Ruth making a plan to get Boaz to notice their situation. So Ruth is going to stop wearing clothes of a grieving widow, and she's going to show signs that she's available to be married. And so Ruth goes to meet Boaz on the farm that night. And as she approaches, Boaz wakes up and he's totally startled. And Ruth makes her intentions very clear. She asks if Boaz will redeem Naomi's family and marry her. Boaz is once again amazed by Ruth's loyalty to Naomi and her family, and he calls Ruth a woman of noble character. It's the same term used to describe the woman of Proverbs 31. So Boaz tells Ruth to wait until the next day, and he will redeem both Ruth and Naomi legally before the town elders. And so the chapter ends with Ruth returning to Naomi, and they marvel together at all of these recent events. In chapter 4, it all comes together. It turns out, at the last minute, Boaz discovers there is a family member who's closer to Naomi than he is, and he's actually eligible before him to redeem the family. But at the last second, this family member finds out that he's going to have to marry Ruth, the Moabite, and so he declines. But Boaz, remember, he knows Ruth's true character, and so he acquires the family property of Naomi, and he marries Ruth. And so just at the beginning, how Ruth was loyal to Naomi's family, so now Boaz is loyal to Naomi's family as well. The story concludes with a reversal of all of the tragedies from chapter 1. So the death of the husband and the sons is reversed as Ruth is married again and gives birth to a new son, granting joy to Naomi. And this symmetry between the opening and the closing, it's even more remarkable. So remember, the opening tragedy was followed by a great act of loyalty on the part of Ruth. And that is now matched by Boaz's act of loyalty that leads to the family's final restoration. And this symmetry, it highlights the design of the internal chapters as well. So each of the chapters begins with Naomi and Ruth making a plan for their future, and that's followed by a providential meeting between Ruth and Boaz, and each chapter concludes with Naomi and Ruth rejoicing at what's taken place. This story is beautifully designed, and that design actually connects with a really interesting feature of the story, and that's how little God is mentioned. Right? The characters talk about God a few times, but the narrator actually never once mentions God doing anything directly in the story, and that's its brilliance. Because God's providence is at work behind every scene of this story, weaving together the circumstances and choices of all these characters. So Naomi, her tragedy leads her to think that God is punishing her, but actually the whole story is about God's mission to restore her and her family. And he's doing so through Ruth, through her boldness and loyalty, which brings healing to Naomi's life, but not without Boaz, who's a no-nonsense farmer who's full of generosity and loyalty. And so God uses his integrity combined with Ruth's boldness to save Naomi and her family. And so this story brilliantly explores the interplay of God's purposes and will with human decision and will. God weaves together the faithful obedience of his people to bring about his redemptive purposes in the world. And that leads to the real end of the story. The book of Ruth concludes with a genealogy, showing how Boaz and Ruth's son, Oved, was the grandfather of King David, from whom came the lineage of the Messiah. And so all of a sudden, these seemingly mundane, ordinary events in this story are woven into God's grand story of redemption for the whole world. And so the book of Ruth invites us to consider how God might be at work in the very ordinary, mundane details of our lives as well. And that's what the book of Ruth is all about.
So that was a short little rundown of what Gator Girl showed the other night. She showed the movie. This was just a short little glimpse into it. And I like Ruth, the book. I really do. I really do. Okay. Let me grab the trivia real fast. Da, 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 da. Okay, now. Yep, I got it. Okay, here we go.
Quiz. Today, we present 25 thought-provoking questions from the Book of Ruth, designed to challenge your memory and deepen your understanding of this remarkable Old Testament story. Get ready to delve into the life of Ruth, her loyalty, and her pivotal role in biblical history. Before we begin, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Your support helps us bring you more enriching biblical content. Are you prepared to test your knowledge and explore the timeless lessons from the Book of Ruth? Let's dive in and see how well you know this beloved story. Let's get started.
I'm sorry, what are there, 10 questions?
What is the name of Naomi's husband?
25.
A, Boaz. B, Killian. C, Malin.
We probably
D,
won't get
Elimelech.
many of them.
You get 10 seconds.
Oh, come on. Pause. Wouldn't pause. Wouldn't be hard-headed with me. Woo, look at Chris coming in with a D. Gator Girl with a D. Tracy with a D. Darlene with a D. And I'm saying D.
This is early in the story, Party Bonza. Not Ruth. I'm with a D. Susan's taking D. And Party Bonza with a D.
Alrighty. Here we go. Woo!
That's D, Elimelech. In the book of Ruth, chapter 1, verse 2, his name, meaning "my God is king," reflects his heritage as an Israelite. Elimelech's decision to move his family to Moab during a famine marks the beginning of Naomi's journey through loss and redemption, illustrating themes of faith and resilience. Question 2. Why did Naomi and her family move to Moab? A.
Duh.
War. B. Famine. C. Disease. D. Persecution. You get 10 seconds.
Okay, Gator Girl's coming in hot with a B. Chris with a B.
Keaton.
Darlene with a B. Tracy with a B. Sorry, y'all. I'm eating a couple of gummy bears.
Is that is that everybody? Party Bonza
Yeah,
with
me
a
with a
B.
B.
Party Bonza with a B. I picked a B, and Susan with a B.
Okay. The answer is that video was shorter than what I thought. I thought it was a little longer.
That's B,
Woo!
famine. In Ruth,
Way to go.
chapter 1, verse 1, Naomi and her family moved to Moab due to a severe famine in Bethlehem. Moab, though often seen as a foreign and hostile land, becomes a place of survival for Naomi's family, setting the stage for Ruth's story of loyalty and divine providence. Question 3. What are the names of Naomi's sons? A. Boaz and Obed. B. Kilian and Orpah.
Boom, chakalaka,
C. Mahlon and Kilian.
laka.
I did not pay
D.
attention or read.
Elimelech and Kilian. You get 10 seconds.
Pardon me. Oh, sorry.
What's
Allergies.
your answer?
I was sneezing there. I'll go with C.
Okay. We got Gator Girl with a C. Chris with a C. Darlene with a C. Me with a C. Yeah, allergies are bad. You can hear me clearing my throat. It's like it's draining, choking me. Tracy with a C.
I picked a C. Susan with the C. And Party Bonza.
He may be hopping around. He don't stay too long.
Okay.
He's a hopper.
Up with
No,
a B.
he's still there. Woo!
With a B.
And he knows he does too. He'll admit to it. He hops around.
That's C. Mahlon and Kilian. Their names, often interpreted to mean sickness and wasting, foreshadow the hardships Naomi's family will face. The deaths of Mahlon and Kilian leave Naomi and her daughters-in-law in a vulnerable position, ultimately leading to Ruth's steadfast commitment to Naomi. Ruth, chapter 1, verse 2. Question 4. Who were Naomi's daughters-in-law? A. Ruth and Orpah. B. Rachel and Leah. C. Mary and Martha. D. Esther and Deborah.
Really?
You get 10 seconds.
I'm going to go with A.
Yep. Get a girl. A. Christopher. A. Darlene. A.
I mean, they did make this one pretty easy, but
Tracy with an A.
and Party Bonza with the A, Susan with an A, and I picked A.
The answer is A.
That's A. Ruth and Orpah. After the deaths of their husbands, Orpah and Ruth faced a choice: to return to their families or stay with Naomi. Orpah eventually returns to Moab, while Ruth's decision to stay with Naomi showcases her remarkable loyalty and sets the stage for her role in Israel's history. Ruth chapter 1, verses 4 to 14. Question 5. Of what nation was Ruth? A. Moab. B. Egypt. C. Israel. D. Philistine. You get 10 seconds.
Oh, why am I getting confused?
Okay. Christopher coming in hot with an A. Gator Girl with an A. Tracy with an A. Darlene with an A. And me with an A.
Susan Party Bonza with an A, and I'm with an A. I'm
You're
slowly.
supposed to say A. You're supposed to do an A.
A.
There you go. Now, we're good. Woo!
That's A. Moab. This is significant as Moabites were often viewed unfavorably by Israelites. Ruth's Moabite origin underscores the inclusiveness of God's plan and her extraordinary journey from a foreign land. Her story exemplifies faith and devotion transcending cultural boundaries. Ruth chapter 1, verse 4.
Oh, shoot.
Friendly reminder: subscribe now to keep up with the latest updates and exciting content coming your way. Question 6. What did Ruth say to Naomi when asked to stay in Moab? A. I will stay here. B. Where you go, I will go. C. I cannot leave my home. D. I will return to my people. You get 10 seconds.
Easy one. I know you all know this one.
Yeah, I'm going with B.
No.
But what?
You're supposed to say B.
Oh,
Because you're positive. You know this one.
I do, but I was waiting for it. I was waiting for D to be, C to be a different answer and D to be all of the above, because I will stay here with you. Didn't she say that as well? But for this particular question, I will say B.
There you go. I still got work on you.
I'm drinking some coffee, waking up, sneezing. I'm having a great, yeah.
Christopher with a B. Gator Girl with a B. Tracy with a B. And Darlene with a B. And me with a B.
Party Bonzo with a B, Susan with a B, and I picked B. E.
Come on.
I did. I said theirs.
Darlene, does that pass?
That's B. Where you go, I will go. When Naomi urged Ruth to stay in Moab, Ruth responded with a profound declaration of loyalty. Where you go, I will go, and where you stay, I will stay. Your people will be my people, and your God my God. This pledge highlights Ruth's unwavering commitment to Naomi and her embrace of Naomi's faith, marking a pivotal moment in her journey. Ruth chapter 1, verses 16 to 17. Question 7. Where did Naomi and Ruth go after leaving Moab? A. Egypt. B. Jericho. C. Jerusalem. D, Bethlehem. You get 10 seconds.
Darlene's laughing. Give me time, Darlene. I'll get them. I'll get them right. Gator Girl with a D. Christopher with a B. Tracy with a D. Darlene with a D. Christopher with a D. He changes from a B to a D. He must do like we do. And I'm going with a D.
Oh, Party Bonzo with a B. Susan with a D. Question mark. And I'm going to go with a D.
Darlene, I can't.
That's D, Bethlehem. Naomi and Ruth returned to Bethlehem after leaving Moab. This journey back to Naomi's homeland symbolizes a new beginning and hope amidst their shared grief and loss. Bethlehem, the house of bread, becomes a place of redemption and providence for Ruth and Naomi. Ruth chapter 1, verse 19. Question 8. How did Boaz show kindness to Ruth? A, gave her money. B, invited her to dinner. C, sent her back to Moab. D, protected her and gave her food. You get 10 seconds.
I'm trying to he's not working with me.
Okay, now I got to read the chat. I don't see. Oh, do you know?
He's fighting it. He's fighting it.
I'm working too.
Let me see. Gator Girl with a D. Christopher with a D. Darlene with a D. And Tracy coming in hot with a D.
Is that everybody?
Yeah.
Okay. Susan with a D. Oh, I can't do this. Party Bonzo with a D. And I picked D. And I think I'm done. What?
No, you're not. That was good. You're done good. Okay, here we go. The answer is D.
That's D, protected her and gave her food. In Ruth, chapter 2, verses 8 to 9, Boaz instructed his workers to leave extra grain for her and not to harm her. Boaz's actions not only provided Ruth with sustenance, but also demonstrated his respect and compassion, reflecting the values of hospitality and generosity in ancient Israel. Question 9. What relation was Boaz to Naomi's family? A, son. B, cousin. C, kinsman redeemer.
Oh, no, shoot.
D, brother.
I told you I'm working. I almost deleted something.
Oh.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Tracy, she's fine.
I am nice. He knows I love him. If I didn't love them, I wouldn't pick on them. I'd be cold, rude, and crude.
Should be kicking me off.
Nah. Okay, we got Gator Girl with a C, Darlene with a C, Tracy with a C, and Christopher coming in hot with a C, and me with a C.
Susan has a C. I've got a C. And Party Bonds is bounced out.
Oh, Susan. Okay, here we go. Last chance.
Party Bonds with a C.
Here we go. Boom. Have you noticed that the double names is normally the correct answer on several of them?
Yes, I know.
Paying
Yep.
attention to that. That when they got like a double name there, it's usually the answer. Just a little
That's
hint.
C, kinsman redeemer. In the context of ancient Israel, a kinsman redeemer had the duty to support family members in need, which included marrying a widow to preserve the family line. Boaz's willingness to fulfill this role for Ruth underscores the themes of loyalty and redemption in their story. Ruth, chapter 2, verse 20. Question 10. What was Boaz's reaction to Ruth's request for protection? A. He agreed and praised her. B. He ignored her. C. He was angry. D. He refused. You get 10 seconds.
Boy, they're kind of making these answers easy. I mean, it's like,
Yeah.
I mean, if you know a little bit about the story. But
Yeah, I mean, we've been Gator Girl done the whole book of the book, and I done the clip, and they're easy so far. Oh, Tracy, I have a feeling I'll be in trouble when the stream's ended. Sky's gonna end up getting me. I just have that feeling, so I better get as much in as I can. Chris with an A, Gator Girl with an A, Darlene with an A, and Tracy coming in hot with an A.
Party Buns with an A. Susan with an A. I have a simple A.
And the answer is A.
That's A. He agreed and praised her. Boaz reacted with kindness and honor to Ruth's request for protection. He praised her for her loyalty to Naomi and assured her that he would do everything required to redeem her. Boaz's response highlights his integrity and willingness to uphold his duties as a kinsman redeemer. Ruth, chapter 3, verses 10 to 11. Question 11. Who did Ruth marry in the end? A. Boaz. B. Kilian.
Oh, come on.
C. Mahlon. D. Elimelech. You get 10 seconds.
I thought they would be hard, make us think a little. These are.
Look, it's a 4-chapter book. If there's 25 questions, I can't imagine what we're getting to. Right? Because there's going to be a point where it's going to change. And then you're going to be going, why is it so hard? So,
Enjoy it while it lasts, you're saying.
yeah, right.
In other words. Okay. Christopher with
take
an
your
A.
wins.
Gator Girl with an A. Darlene with an A. And Tracy coming in hot with an A.
Party Bonzo with an A. Susan with an A. And I have an A. Yeah, this is fun.
You don't have to. You don't
I feel like we're singing songs in school.
That's A, Boaz. Their union not only secured Ruth's and Naomi's future, but also played a pivotal role in the lineage of King David and ultimately Jesus Christ. The marriage of Ruth and Boaz symbolizes God's provision and the importance of faithfulness and redemption in the biblical narrative. Ruth chapter 4, verse 13. Question 12. Where did Ruth meet Boaz for the first time? A, at a well.
Oh, no.
B, in a field. C,
Damn it.
in a temple. D, at a marketplace.
Well, that's pretty easy too.
You get 10 seconds.
At the marketplace.
I'm going with B.
Gator Girl coming in hot with a B. Tracy with a B. Chris with a B. Gator Girl with crap. I'm getting all messed up. Darlene with a B. Okay, let me try again. Gator Girl with a B. Chris with a B. Darlene with a B. And Tracy with a B.
Party Bonzo with a B. Susan with a B. And I have a B. So across the board.
Yeah.
Everybody paid attention in school.
Gator Girl pounded it in us. Gator Girl's a good teacher.
That's B, in a field. This encounter
No, that's
occurred
B.
as Ruth was gathering leftover grain to provide for herself and Naomi. Boaz noticed her dedication and hard work, and their meeting marks the beginning of a significant relationship that would lead to Ruth's redemption and integration into the community of Bethlehem. Ruth chapter 2, verses 3 to 5. Question 13. Who was Boaz's father?
Yeah, we
A,
do a little
Obed.
different.
B, Jesse.
Yeah. C.
C, Salmon. D, Elimelech. You get 10 seconds.
That was a pretty good question there. Gator Girl with a C. Christopher with a C.
Oh, no.
Darlene with a C. And Tracy coming in hot with a C.
Party Bonzo with a C. Susan with a C. And I'm going to join the crowd and go with the C. Because I don't know.
Great job, everyone. C's. Boom chakalaka.
That's C, Salmon. Salmon is mentioned in the genealogy of Jesus in the New Testament, indicating Boaz's notable lineage. This connection places Boaz within the broader context of Israel's history and God's unfolding plan of redemption through the generations. Question 14. Who blessed Boaz for his kindness towards Ruth? A. Ruth. B. Naomi.
Oh.
C. The Lord. D.
Mercy.
The elders at the gate. You get 10 seconds.
That's got to be
remember
B.
this.
There's got to be B. Right?
Mm.
I mean, I should have read the 4 books. Did the elders? What? I mean, yeah.
Chris with a C.
That's a
Gator
good,
Girl
yeah.
with a D. Tracy with a D. Darlene with a D. And me with a D.
Goodness. So my guess, I mean, that's what I was looking at. If it wasn't going to be, but I can't remember the story. I feel like I'm cheating.
You'll remember it whenever they play it. It'll hit you.
Yeah, well, then I will. I'm cheating. I'm going to take D. Ugh. Susan and Party Bonza both picked C, which is another thing. He was blessed because he was the lineage of Jesus in King David. So
yeah, but remember in the little skit that they showed, God
I missed that.
wasn't mentioned. They said they didn't use God in there, but God had a hand in it. We know that, but the writer never gave any credit to him, so that's why I didn't.
Okay.
Here we go.
So I'm a question mark. I really was. Yeah.
It's either C or D.
I need to learn.
That's D, the elders at the gate. The townspeople and elders of Bethlehem blessed Boaz for his kindness to Ruth. In Ruth, chapter 4, verses 11 to 12, they praise his actions, this blessing emphasizing the community's recognition of Boaz's honorable behavior and their prayers for his prosperous future.
Okay.
Question 15. What blessing was given to Ruth and Boaz's marriage by the elders? A. Long life. B. Many children. C. Fame in Bethlehem. D. Wealth and prosperity. You get 10 seconds.
Boy, I think it would be D, but because I don't know. I didn't know it was the elders, so I'm going to go with D.
What was you paying attention to the
I
video I played?
I was listening and I was doing other stuff. Yeah, just okay. I'm going to be a question mark. I'm not even going to put an answer in.
Okay. Because he even drew this out in the little skit.
Did he? So it should be A.
No.
No. Okay.
It should be B because remember she had a baby?
She had a baby. I didn't see her holding more than one, but go ahead.
Well, that's when they first.
Let's just get to the verse answer so I learn.
Okay. Christopher an A. Gator Girl with a B. Tracy with a B. And Darlene coming in hot with a B. And me with a B.
All right. Party Bonds is going with D. And I said that first. I know it's not right, but that was my spoken answer. And Susan doesn't know. So go ahead.
Okay.
She's a B. Susan's a B.
Yay! Susan's a B with us. Woo! Welcome to the cool kid side, Susan. Woo!
That's B, many children. Ruth chapter 4, verses 11 to 12. May the Lord make the woman who is coming into your home like Rachel and Leah, who together built up the family of Israel. May you have standing in Ephrathah and be famous in Bethlehem. This blessing highlights the hope for Ruth and Boaz to have a fruitful and significant lineage, contributing to the legacy of Israel. Question 16.
Okay.
What is the
I'm
name
glad
of
he drew
Ruth
it
and
out.
Boaz's son?
Huh?
No, I'm just saying I'm glad he drew it out because to explain what I just read, I would have seen. Okay, so go ahead. We're good.
A. Jesse. B. Obed. C. David. D. Solomon. You get 10 seconds.
It's not C or D. I think it's B. Oh, Gator Girl says A. Fine. We'll go with Jesse.
Okay, let me see here. We got Gator Girl with an A, Darlene with an A, Chris with an A, Tracy with an A, and me coming in hot with a B.
Oh. Yeah. I already spoke my answer. So I'll stick Party Bonza with a B. And Susan with an A. Oh, Gator Girl meant a B, so we're all going to change our answers. Everybody with a B after education.
Here we go.
Everyone's changing their answer. Honestly, when I saw the list, that's the name I saw. I was going, yep.
That's B. Obed. His birth is a momentous event in the book of Ruth, symbolizing the
Miss Liberty
restoration
did
of
it.
Naomi's family line and God's providence. Through
Liberty,
Obed,
you're in
the story
timeout.
of Ruth underscores themes of redemption, divine provision,
No
and the
treats for
fulfillment
you.
of God's promises, highlighting the intricate ways in which God works
Way to go,
through
Party
ordinary
Bonza.
lives to achieve extraordinary
Okay,
purposes.
Gator Girl.
Ruth chapter 4, verse 17. Question 17. What role was Obed prayed to fulfill for Naomi? A. A healer. B. A provider. C. A protector. D. A redeemer. You get 10 seconds.
Wow. See, nobody's jumping with an answer.
I want to. Oh, Gator Girl with a D. Christopher with a D. Darlene with a D. And Tracy coming in hot with a D.
I picked a D. Susan picked a D. And I'm sure give Party Bonza credit with a D since he got B last time.
Here we go.
That's D. A redeemer. Obed was prayed to be a restorer of life and a sustainer of Naomi in her old age. The women of Bethlehem blessed Naomi, recognizing Obed as a sign of God's faithfulness and provision. Obed's birth brought renewed hope and joy to Naomi, reaffirming the importance of family and community support. Ruth chapter 4, verses 14 to 15.
You got a minute.
Question 18.
Okay.
How is
This is the
Obed
last
related to King
question.
David? A. Father. B. Cousin. C. Brother. D. Grandfather. You get 10 seconds.
That one I know.
Let's see. If your side already has an answer, you can go ahead.
I have an answer. I got D. Susan has a D. I think Corey Bonds is still gone.
We got Gator Girl with a D, Chris with a D, Tracy with a D, and Darlene coming in hot with a D. So the answer is he could be eaten.
Oh, yeah.
He's behind us in time. Woo!
That's D, grandfather. This relationship is significant as it connects the story of Ruth to the broader narrative of Israel's monarchy and the lineage of Jesus Christ. Obed's birth marks a critical link in the genealogy, leading to the establishment of the Davidic dynasty. Ruth chapter 4, verses 17 to 22.
See, now this is now sticking in my head. It never really stuck in my head, the relation to King David. But it's there now.
There you got it.
Well, I mean, I've read Ruth before, and I never, the lineage thing throws me off. When you start throwing all those names, I'm like, okay, that's too much.
Yeah,
And I try to understand it.
down some.
Yep.
They don't pile it all on us at one time. They sort of do it easy.
Right. All right. Well, I'll get off here so you can say goodnight.
All right. Thank you. Love you.
You're welcome. Love you.
See, Tracy, he still loves me. Okay. Let me see. Let me go over here. Alrighty. Okay, family. Thank each and every one of y'all for being here tonight. And I hope y'all enjoyed it. Oh, man. You know what I forgot? Hold on a second. Let me just do something real fast. Y'all ain't got to do anything. I just want to see how this works real quick. Like, let's see. Does it show up? Does it do anything? Do y'all see anything? I don't see anything. Do y'all see anything? Well, I'll test it tomorrow. I don't know if it's working or not. I don't know. I have no idea. Okay. I'm going to stop it, and I was going to try it just to see. It's a new thing that StreamYard put on here. Okay, that's it. Okay, I'm done playing. Okay, good night, family. Love each and every one of y'all, and please remember the ones that we said earlier in your prayers. And if God places someone on your mind or in your heart, stop and pray for them, because you never know what they're going through, but God does, and He placed them there for a reason. So I love y'all, and I will see y'all tomorrow night The next book is Samuel 1. So if you want to get a jump start, start reading Samuel 1. So I will see y'all tomorrow to finish up Ruth and start on Samuel. Oh, Samuel. Here we go. Good night. Love y'all. Now, where did the button go? Oh, crap. They can hear me. Hold on.
Every step I take, every stride I make, I look around, sometimes I feel alone. Think about this life I live, only so much time to give. I'm on the run into the unknown. The line I'm walking is a straight one, outside I say it ain't fun. I'm not here to impress anyone. Chasing dreams ain't always what it seems. We only get one life, sometimes it's hard to see. Making a difference might be my deliverance. When it comes to freedom, yeah, that's where I find it. The hard path in life can be a lonely one. Not too many walk this road I'm on. This road I'm on. Down since I left town, sorry for the letdown. Don't know the next time that I'll be around. When I ask myself why I do what I do, there's a couple reasons, yeah, I can count a few. To all the ones that are proud of me, to all the ones that doubted me, thanks for watching my dreams become reality. Chasing dreams ain't always what it seems. We only get one life, sometimes it's hard to see. Making a difference might be my deliverance. When it comes to freedom, yeah, that's where I find it. The hard path in life can be a lonely one. Not too many walk this road I'm on. This road I'm on. Chasing dreams ain't always what it seems. We only get one life, sometimes it's hard to see. Making a difference might be my deliverance. When it comes to freedom, yeah, that's where I find it. The hard path in life can be a lonely one. Not too many walk this road I'm on. This road I'm on. This road I'm on.